Hey guys, Cobra here. It's December 30th, and this is gonna be a pickups video for today. Today I headed up to the Bay City Antique Mall. It's just this kind of collection little deal of it's actually pretty big of antiques and stuff. And my mom's boyfriend, said that they have you never know what you'll find. They have old, board games and comics and vinyl records, so you never know what you'll find. So I figured that might be right up my alley. Maybe there's some Atari stuff there. Who knows? So we headed on up there today, and turns out it was kind of not a waste of time because I had a good pickups day, but to go to the antique mall pretty much was a waste of time because I didn't get any video game stuff. I got 2 vinyl records, which I'll show you in a minute. But as far as video games, didn't see anything. If you're looking for comic books or old magazines or old books, sure, what the hell, there's a ton there. But for old video games, not much there. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you the 2 records I got. Kiss is my favorite band. It has been for a while, and they will continue to be. So I was really excited because Kiss records are rare to find out there, and so I was extremely excited to find these. This is Kiss Alive. This is their best-selling album. It's their first live album. It was great to find that one. And also I got Rock and Roll Over. Another great album. One of their best. So for me, that was a great find already. But for video games, that's a different story. The Antique Mall, again, had nothing. Absolutely nothing. Luckily for me, we stopped at a Salvation Army. And where else? A pawn shop. Yeah, pawn shop. We actually stopped at the pawn shop first. So I guess I'll go ahead and show what I got there. They have they had a decent selection. A lot of sports titles for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and 64. And they were decently priced. So I didn't get a lot, but I got some decent stuff. First for the NES, I got Shinobi. When I saw this, I knew that they made it for the NES, but I had never actually seen it out there, and I thought it was pretty cool. Plus, I'm not really trying to collect all the unlicensed 10-gen games, but if I get them, that's great. So I got Shinobi, and actually, to be honest with you, I played it. It's almost the same as this one, but for some reason, this one's a lot better for me. I don't know why, I just enjoy it a lot more. For the Sega Master System. I don't know what it is. Whatever. So, for the Super Nintendo, I got Top Gear 2. They had Top Gear 1 and 2, but I decided to just get 2 because I figured it'd probably be worth a little bit more money. And they were about the same price, so I figured I can just get Top Gear 1 down the road. And then Top Gear 3000, they have at my local store. Pretty much get that, I guess, whenever I want, but I don't know if I really want to spend the money. I've heard that one's pretty rare. So these next games were a great find. It's actually ironic because my friend was just looking for these, and for the price, they're not beatable. Basically, if you could find them, either of these games at a better price, I'd be highly surprised. First one, Pokemon Stadium, $4. I'm not even kidding you. And this store had Super Mario 2 selling for like $7. I got Pokemon Stadium for the 64 for $4. I don't know what the deal is. Even more surprising than that, Pokemon Stadium 2, again for $4. My jaw dropped when I saw these, so I naturally had to get them. Altogether, I spent about $20 at that store. I would have liked to spend a little less, but, again, whatever. So then, after we ate lunch, went to a Salvation Army. It was pretty crummy Salvation Army, to be honest with you. A lot of clothes, which is not good for me, obviously, because that's not what I'm looking for. But they had this back room, and there was like a ton of printers, and on this big wall, well, not big, but on this wall there's shelves full of books and some VHS tapes, and I was like, oh, great. So I go rummaging through, and pretty much find nothing. But then I noticed on the bottom, not shelf, but yeah, I guess it's the bottom shelf, but it sort of comes out, so it's like you can see all the stuff. On the bottom shelf, there was a black box, and I had noticed that I've seen that box somewhere before. It's like a leather kind of box, and so I sort of recognized it. So I picked it up, and I was like, huh. And it says Nintendo on it. I was like, wow. I know I've seen one of these before, so That's what it was. It was a Nintendo box. And I was like, wait a minute, this is like full. So I open it up. It's full of games. And it's full of games, and some of which, I think all but one, had the manual. I was pumped up. I was really excited about that. So I got this box. Great. And I like storage boxes for some reason. Like I have this N64 box and that also that other Nintendo case. But these are the games that came in it. I have some of these games, but some I don't. The first one, Xenophobe, with the manual. Game's okay. Here's Double Dragon. I have Double Dragon already, but it's in rough shape, and this one has the manual, so that's a good one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, have it, but I don't have the manual, so that's good. Ice Hockey. What's this one? Dragon Warrior with the manual. This is in basically mint condition. Like, there's not a blemish on this nor the manual. Mickey Mousecapade? Whatever. Commando. This game's pretty fun. It's like a Kari Warriors kind of. It's not bad. But the manual that came with it, it's sort of thrown me off. It says Commando on it, but it also says Captain Commando on it. And the picture doesn't really look like the game. So I don't really know if this is the wrong manual. There's like very few pages in here. I don't know, but whatever. And the manual's pink. I thought that was weird. Baseball Stars with the manual. And of course Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt with the manual. That's actually my second copy that has the manual. That's my third copy overall. And then this last game was one that I was really happy to find in there. I don't have it. I thought it was pretty rare. I don't really know, but it was Final Fantasy in great shape, and it was it was the only one that didn't come with the manual of all games. Why couldn't it be, you know, Super Mario Brothers? I'd love that Final Fantasy manual. So anyways, I got this case and 10 games for $10. I was hoping to get it for less, but to be honest, I really can't complain. So aside from those things, I got two things in the mail today. I ordered a bunch because I had some Christmas money, so I got a bunch of stuff coming in, and I'm gonna do unpackaging videos or pickups, whatever. I got a Super Scope coming. I got some I got some movie posters coming in. Well, one, because one came today. I got a Gen Mobile, which is a portable Sega Genesis, like a Game Boy. You put the cartridge in. It's kind of like a Sega Nomad, but newer, cheaper. Geez, I forget what else I have come. Oh, some shirts, whatever. Not really important. But I got two things today that I'll show. Here's my poster, but I'll actually show this first. This is actually my AV cord for either my Master System or my Gen 1 Sega Genesis. When I sold my Sega Genesis, I sold the only AV cord I had for it with it, so I just decided to get another one. And this poster, get this poster out. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it too well with all the, because it's pretty big. It's a movie poster. And to those who personally know me, this is no surprise that this is the movie poster. But very cool. I like it a lot. I don't know if you can. I'll try and get it. Anyway, well, it's Predator 2 is the movie. It's the movie poster, and I'm a huge Predator fan. I absolutely love Predator, the whole series, even the NES game. I don't love the game, but I will play it just because it's Predator. He's pretty much my favorite movie icon. So I got that today. I'm looking to get a frame, so I can put that up on the wall or something like that. What else did I get? Actually, I believe that is all. So what's to come? What's coming up? Here's what I'm gonna do. Again, I've got some stuff coming in the mail, so I'll be doing, maybe showing you guys that. And also, one of the things I have coming in the mail is a Super Scope. And I've never had a Super Scope. I've never even seen one in person. But I figured, hey, I got a good deal on eBay, so I might as well buy it while I have the money. So I think I might want to do a review on that. I think that might be a video I'll do. It came with 6 games that supposedly all use the gun. So maybe I'll do a review on that. I've got pretty positive feedback from the CDX review, so maybe I'll do that. Some other videos. Hi guys, sorry that last video got cut off real quick. So anyways, this just to wrap up here real quick. Some things that are gonna be coming. The Super Scope review came with some games. And I'm thinking I might do maybe a Sega versus Nintendo video. You know, my thoughts on both systems, the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. And then also maybe a video on my top 10 games of 2010. I like that idea. Not necessarily games that came out this year, but games I was introduced to this year. You know, great titles, new and old. But I think that'd be an interesting video for me to do. Maybe I'll do it tonight. We'll see. But you know, I've kind of become addicted to these YouTube videos, so I'll do a lot of videos actually. Maybe too many. Who knows? But as far as I'm concerned, there isn't too many. I love watching, you know, your guys' YouTube videos of pickups and things that you found out in the wild and all that. So, you know, keep it up, everybody, and I'll keep it up myself. I'll do what I can. So, it's Cobra, and I will see you guys in one of my next videos. You know, board games and comics and vinyl records, so you never know what you'll find. So I figured that might be right up my alley. Maybe there's some Atari stuff there. Who knows? So we headed on up there today, and turns out it was kind of not a waste of time because I had a good pickups day, but to go to the antique mall pretty much was a waste of time because I didn't get any video game stuff. I got two continue to be. So I was really excited because Kiss records are rare to find out there. And so I was extremely excited to find these. This is Kiss Alive. This is their best-selling album. It's their first live album. It was great to find that one. And also I got Rock and Roll Over. Another great album. One of their best. So for me, that was a great find. Vinyl records, which I'll show you in a minute. But as far as video games, didn't see anything. If you're looking for comic books or old magazines or old books, sure, what the hell, you know, there's a ton there. But for old video games, not much there. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you the two records I got. Kiss is my favorite band. It has been for a while, and they will continue already. But for video games, that's a different story. The antique mall again had nothing, absolutely nothing. Luckily for me, we stopped at a Salvation Army, and where else? A pawn shop. Yeah, pawn shop. We actually stopped at the pawn shop first. So I guess I'll go ahead and show it. Hey guys, Cobra here. It's December 30th, and this is gonna be a pickups video for today. Today I headed up to the Bay City Antique Mall. It's just this kind of collection little deal of it's actually pretty big of antiques and stuff. And my mom's boyfriend, you know, said that they have you never know what you'll find. They have old